Okay, so hello everyone, good evening. I hope I'm clearly audible. So today we are going to discuss few MCQs of Science 1 subject. Okay, so for that, let me just present my screen to you. So everyone, please confirm in the chat box that my screen is visible to you. Is it visible? Okay, great. So we can start. So the chapters that we are going to discuss today are chapter 5th, that is heat, and chapter 7th, that is I guess lenses. Okay, so we are going to discuss few of the MCQs from these chapters, possible MCQs, and I will be explaining few concepts related to these MCQs. Okay, so if you have any kind of doubt, please put your doubts in the chat box only. Don't just turn on your mic. Okay. So let's go to the first slide and the first question, that is, if pressure increases, melting point of the substance either increases, decreases, or it remains constant, that is no change, or none of the above. So which option is correct? You have to write the complete option instead of writing A, B, C, D. Okay. Okay, so only Arya has given the answer that it is B, that is it decreases. Okay, so that's great. I think option B is correct. It decreases. So can you give any example, or can you put any example in the chat box that proves the melting point? Yeah, that's the great example. Rigidation of ice, isn't it? So correct option is option B. So let me just tick mark it. Option B is correct one. I guess this is quite visible to you, or shall I increase my point? All right. So the second question is, a temperature during transition of substance either decreases, increases, remains constant, or none of the above. Okay, so few people are joining late, so that's why they're putting attendance now. So don't you have any idea about this question? No answers as of now in the chatbot. Huh? No answers? Only one answer is that remains constant. Yeah, so the correct option is it remains constant. Temperature during transition of substance remain constant. Option C is correct. Okay, so third question is, the size of ice when it melts uh, will increase initially, then decrease, will decrease, it will remain the same, or it will increase. So what happens? Will decrease? Yeah, it decreases. And what about density? Volume? Yeah, volume and size are one and the same. So it will decrease, right? The size, density will decrease and volume will increase. So which option is correct? The size of ice when it melts will increase, will increase. Option D is correct. Okay, option D is correct. It will increase. Great. Next question. The specific latent heat of ice is 80 calorie per gram, 800 calorie per gram, or 540, or is it 54? Is it 540? I don't think so. It is 80 calorie per gram. Okay, so for fourth question, Option A is correct. Okay. If temperature of water increase up to boiling point, then water remains in liquid state, water remains in gaseous state, water remains in the liquid and gaseous state, water evaporates. So which option is correct? Okay, it suddenly evaporates, is it? Or is it the gradual process? Like it is in liquid as well as gaseous state. Option C is correct, right? Option C is correct. Water remains in liquid and gaseous state. Yeah, it also depends on the volume. So option C is correct. Question 6. When water boils and converts into vapor, then heat is absorbed and temperature remains constant. Heat is absorbed and the temperature increases. Heat is released and the temperature decreases. And the last option is the heat is released and the temperature increases. What happens when the water boils and converts into vapor? Option B, heat is absorbed and the temperature increases. What are other answers? Krishna is giving option A. Few of you are giving option B, D. Are you not sure about the answer? When water boils and converts into vapor, then heat is absorbed and the temperature will remain constant. It will not increase. Did you get it? Heat is released and the temperature is increased. So option D is correct. Which option is correct, students? D or A? It is A. Okay, option A is correct for this question. Option A is correct. Let's go to the next question. When vapor converts into water, then what happens? Then the heat is released and temperature remains constant. Now heat is released and temperature remains constant. Right? So option D is correct for this one. Temperature will remain constant, students, again. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे भी option D is correct. Now, 8th question. Which of the following is an appropriate observation while undergoing regulation? Melting point of ice decreases due to pressure and restore as it is when pressure removed. Melting point of ice due to pressure and increases due to pressure and decreases when pressure is removed. Or due to thin wire ice divided into two pieces, whole ice is converted into water. So I think all other options are not making sense except the first one, isn't it? So what is the option first one? It says melting point of ice decreases due to pressure and it restores as with the when the pressure is removed, isn't it? So option A is correct. I hope everybody is clear with it. Why I'm only seeing 3 or 4 answers in the chat box? All others are not giving answers. What is the reason behind it? क्या reason है? Everyone please respond. Okay, सब लोग answers लिखो. This is for you. Okay. So if you have any different answer, you can write that also, sir. I don't think that is the answer, correct answer. This one is correct. Okay, 9th question. An example of dash dash is when an ice ball is formed when grated fine ice is pressed in the hand. So I think this should be the easiest question, and you don't need to write only the option A, B, or C. You have to write the complete word itself. So you can write it. Regulation, is it? So option B is correct. Why only two answers? any doubt, students? If you have any kind of doubt, you can put it in the chat box so that I will also understand what is the issue, isn't it? So write down the answers. Students, let me tell you one thing. Before joining this class, like I took ninth class. Okay, so the students from ninth class, like they were responding, everyone was responding, and I was so happy, like a lot of answers in the chat box, so that makes me happy. I hope all of you will also answer. अब बाकी आप लोग भी आंसर्स लिखोगे यहाँ पे, ठीक है? तो सब लोगों ने आंसर्स लिखना है चैट बॉक्स में. So rigilation is the correct answer. Option B is correct one. Sorry for that extra uh, line in between. If temperature of water decreases from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, so what happens then? The volume decreases and the density increases. The volume increases and the density decreases. The volume decreases and the density decreases. The volume increases and the density increases. So a lot of confusion is here, like what increases and what decreases. So don't write the options like B, B. You have, okay, at least write few words. Volume increases, temperature or density decreases. You can write in short form, isn't it? The volume decreases and the density increases. 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. I don't think so. I don't think so, Arya. I'm so sorry. The volume increases and the density decreases. Density कम होगी ना. What is the, let me, volume increases and density decreases. Tell me when the density, like at what temperature the density of water is maximum. At what temperature the density of water is maximum? At what temperature? Is it 0 degrees Celsius or is it 4 degrees Celsius? It is 4 degrees Celsius. 4 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे जो वाटर की डेंसिटी है वो मैक्सिमम रहती है. अभी 4 डिग्री सेल्सियस से हम 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे अगर जा रहे हैं, सो दैट मीन्स मैक्सिमम से तो कुछ कम ही होने वाली है ना, isn't it? So उससे ज्यादा तो नहीं हो सकती. So obviously it is going to decrease. So density decreases, right? Now what about the volume? So volume will also, sorry, volume will also increase, isn't it? So which option is correct? B option is correct. The volume increases and the density decreases, right? So let me just take this option B. The density of water at 4 degree Celsius temperature is what? A, B, C, D. Okay, somebody has written the complete answer. Okay, somebody writes D grams per centimeter cube. It's not the answer, sorry. 1 multiplied with 10 raised to the power 3 kg per meter cube is the correct answer. That is option C is correct. Okay, if you can write the answer, that's really good. But if you can't, that's okay. You can write A, B, C, D. Now, question 12th. What will you observe during study of anomalous behavior of water using Hope's apparatus? So, see, this is a very interesting point in your syllabus, isn't it? So melting point of ice decreases due to pressure. Density of water is highest at 4 degrees Celsius. Density of water is highest at 0 degrees Celsius. And water is a bad conductor of heat. So I think except the option B, any other option doesn't make any sense. बराबर या फिर नहीं? अभी अभी हमने डिस्कस किया ना कि जो डेंसिटी होती है वाटर की, दैट इज मैक्सिमम और हाईएस्ट एट 4 डिग्री सेल्सियस. सो दैट इज एनोमलस बिहेवियर ऑफ वाटर. मतलब बाकी किसी भी अगर आप लिक्विड के बारे में पढ़ोगे या फिर रिसर्च करोगे, सो इट इज नॉट ऑब्जर्व्ड, इजंट इट? सो दिस इज ओनली ऑब्जर्व्ड इन केस ऑफ water. Okay, great. So option B is correct. Density of water is highest at 4 degrees Celsius. So I hope you, all of you remember Hope's apparatus, right? So there were two inlets and outlets, and I think there was some mixture of ice and salt, isn't it? So that was the Hope's apparatus. Okay. So which option is correct? I think option B is correct. So let's go further. In the experiment of anomalous behavior of water, the freezing mixture contains dash dash and dash dash. So I just called it out. If somebody heard, you can write the complete name now because it's a small one, isn't it? Ice and salt, ice and water. It's ice and salt. It is ice and salt. It contains ice and salt. These are two substances that are used in the I think hope separatus, isn't it? So option C, that is ice and salt. These are the substances that we use. Question 14th. In regions with cold climate, the aquatic plants and animals can survive even when the atmospheric temperature goes below 4 degrees Celsius because of. So options are option A, ice floating on water is bad conductor. The heat of water under ice cannot go into the atmosphere due to anomalous behavior of water, or option D, all of the above. So which option is correct? Okay, so everybody is writing due to anomalous behavior of water. It's anomalous. Okay, it's not anonymous. That word makes some different. That word has some different meaning. Anonymous. Okay. Uh, okay, somebody has given option D as correct option. So don't you think that the heat of water under ice cannot go into the atmosphere should be the correct answer, or the ice floating on water is a bad conductor of heat, isn't it? So these options also make some sense, and these three options may be correct options. So actually the option D should be correct. All of the above. All of the above, the reason because so that they help the aquatic plants and animals to survive underwater under in those freezing conditions, isn't it? Who agrees with me? Like option D is correct. I say option D is correct. Who are others that think that option D is correct or not? अगर आपको लगता है option D is correct, so write in the chat box option D is correct. अगर नहीं है, so write your own answers. I won't ask you for the explanation, of course. So option D is correct. All of the above are correct. Okay, great. So I think Anushka is listening to me. I don't know about others because the others are not responding. So how I would know that whether you are listening to me or not. So make your presence count. Option D is correct, students. Oh, yeah, Maitreya, I can understand that. That's fine, no problem. Okay, that's no problem. ठीक. So बाकी सारे ठीक है. मैंने भी बताया ना कि ऑप्शन डी करेक्ट है, तो ऑप्शन डी करेक्ट है. Let's move further. The unit of specific heat capacity is kilocalorie, joules per kilocalorie, kilogram degree Celsius, calorie per gram degree Celsius, and calories. So Krishna has given answer that joules per kilogram degree Celsius. So is it the correct option? I think it is correct option. So option B is correct, students. ठीक है, जल्दी जल्दी आंसर्स लिखो. It makes me happy. Okay, so question 16th is the specific heat capacity of water in CGS units. So what is it? Option B is again correct. 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Option B is correct, right, Sahil? Okay, so option B is correct. The amount of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 kg of water from 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius is dash dash. So how much it is? No, it should not be 1 calorie, of course. We are going to increase the temperature of 1 kg of water, not 1 gram of water. Isn't it? So option B, 1 kilocalorie. 1 kilocalorie is the amount of heat required to increase temperature of 1 kg of water from 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, so don't make that mistake. Just see the options correctly and the questions correctly. Okay, so option B is correct. Good. Relative humidity to dew point temperature is dash dash. So what is it? Relative humidity at a dew point temperature. 100%. Good. Very fast answer. Yeah, all right. Very good. So it is 100%. Next, the white band in the sky is visible for a long time while the plane is flying because relative humidity of air is low, relative humidity of air is high, relative humidity is constantly changing, or relative humidity is zero. So what is the correct answer? Relative humidity is relatively high. Is it? So option B is correct. तो जो ऊपर humidity रहती है that is high as compared to the ground, isn't it? So that's why we can see that white band for long time, isn't it? So when I was like in fifth or sixth standard, so I used to think like rockets fly in the day and planes only fly at night, because at night we cannot see that wide band, isn't? Sometimes we can see, but most of the times we can't. But when it flies in the day, we can see that wide band. So I used to think that is not an aeroplane, that is a rocket. Okay, so that's what I was used to think. Okay, so both are aeroplanes. We can't see rockets flying in the sky just like that. Okay, so the next question is, which of the following is the principle of heat exchange? So see, now don't tell me that I'm not in, like I haven't studied this chapter. I need a correct answer from everyone. So heat lost by hot objects is equals to heat observed by cold objects should be the correct answer, and I am very happy that most of the students are giving it. Okay, चलो ठीक है. Great. So that was all about the chapter 5th, that is heat, and now we are going to discuss few MCQs about chapter 7th, that is lenses. Okay, so it is very interesting chapter in my perspective. So जो लोग अभी 10th में हैं या फिर अभी 10th में मतलब इस साल आए हैं, सो उनके लिए भी ये चैप्टर थोड़ा सा समझना आसान है एज कंपेयर टू हीट. ओके, so the first thing is the point inside a lens on the principal axis through which the light rays pass without changing their path is called center of curvature, optical center, uh, principal axis, or incident point. So optical center, ठीक है. So we'll do one thing, students. We'll discuss these phenomena, or we'll discuss these what we can say, definitions of these particular terms. So just give me a few seconds. I'll bring that book for you and we can discuss them. Okay, so just few seconds. And I don't know, a lot of students are leaving the class and then again joining. So do you have any kind of like a network issue, or are you feeling bored in the class? So that's why you're just leaving the class and coming back again. Okay, so let's forget about it. So these are the definitions, students. See, so what is center of curvature? First of all, a lens is a portion of uh, a circular, what we can say, circular shape or a circle, isn't it? It is a first of all, it is a portion of some circle, and if there is a circle, then it has to be a center. So the center of space whose parts from surfaces of the lenses are called सेंटर्स ऑफ द कर्वेचर ऑफ द लेंस. मतलब कि जिस सर्कल का भी या फिर जिस स्पेयर का भी ये जो हमारा लेंस है, वेदर इट इज कॉनकेव लेंस और कॉन्वेक्स लेंस, ये किसी ना किसी स्पेयर के पार्ट्स है, इजंट इट? स्पेयर. सो उसका जो सेंटर रहेगा दैट इज कॉल्ड सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर. नो रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर यानी कि क्या? रेडियस तो आपको पता ही है, स्पेयर की रेडियस हो या फिर सर्कल की रेडियस हो. So that is radius of curvature. It is called radius of curvature. Principal axis, the imaginary line passing through the center of curvature is called as the प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस. तो सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर से जो इमेजिनरी लाइन पास होती है उसे हम प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस कहते हैं, या फिर हम डायमीटर भी जो हम कह सकते हैं ना, इफ वी टॉक इन लैंग्वेज ऑफ सर्कल. सो ऑप्टिकल सेंटर क्या होता है? सो ऑप्टिकल सेंटर, here you can see सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर सी इज नॉट शोन हियर, सी यहाँ पे दिखाई नहीं दे रही है, यहाँ पे दिखाई देगी भी नहीं क्योंकि द सर्कल विल बी समथिंग लाइक दैट, जस्ट वेट. So the sphere will be like something like this, and it would be having center somewhat here, isn't it? So इस तरीके का कुछ sphere रहेगा. So C will be here, right? Then radius will be this one, from this to this, and principal axis is again this one. Then optical center is this one. Okay, so let me just erase all those things. So optical center, the point inside a lens on the principal axis through which the light rays pass without changing their path is called optical center of a lens. So uh, these all what we can say, these all properties applies to both the lenses, convex lens, concave lens. So I hope you at least you know what is concave and convex lens. You can differentiate between them, isn't it? So in the first picture, which lens is that? जो पहले पिक्चर में जो लेंस है वो कौन सी लेंस है, क्या क्या कोई बताएगा? Can anybody tell which lens is there in the first picture? Okay, is it concave lens? First picture, I'm talking about first picture. Is it concave lens? It's a convex lens. No, concave lens is the second one, convex lens is the first one. Okay, so in the both lenses you can see optical center is there. So what is called optical center? Optical center is the point on the lens on the principal axis through which light passes without changing the path, that is called optical center. O, isn't it? So I hope you understand what is convex and concave lens. Great. So let's move further. अभी यहाँ पे हमने 4 points. Now what is principal focus? When light rays parallel to the principal axis are incident on a convex lens, they are converged to a point on the principal axis. This point is called as प्रिंसिपल फोकस ऑफ द लेंस. सो यहाँ पे मैं एक रॉ डायग्राम ड्रॉ करूंगा और आपको बताऊंगा कि व्हाट इज प्रिंसिपल फोकस. सो स्टूडेंट्स, लेट अस सपोज दिस इज principal axis. Okay, this is principal axis and few rays are there which are parallel to this principal axis, right? देखो इस तरीके से. So these rays will converge at some point. मतलब ये इस तरीके से किसी ना किसी पॉइंट पे आके जमा हो जाएंगे. So this point is called as principal focus F. This point is called as principal focus F. Now what will be the focal length? Focal length is the length or the distance between optical center and the principal focus of a lens is called focal length. Okay, so itna jo knowledge hai, that is sufficient for you to answer 3-4 questions. Okay, so in this picture you can see F2, F1, these are principal focus, and you can see also focal length also, isn't it? So let's move to the PPT. That is we have to solve questions. So the point dash dash is not shown on the main axis of the lenses. So which point is not shown? We have just seen which are the points that are shown on the main axis of the lenses. So was there center of curvature? Center of curvature होता ही है, because if the line doesn't contain center of curvature, so the line is not principal axis or main axis, isn't it? So yes, point तो होता ही है. Second point कौन सा है? Optical center होता है. Optical center भी होता है. We have seen, isn't it? Principal focus होता है. Principal focus भी हमने देखा अभी अभी कि इस लाइन पे होता है. Have you seen any point named power of lens? नहीं. पावर ऑफ लेंस नाम का कोई पॉइंट नहीं होता है हमारे मेन एक्सिस पे या फिर प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस पे जिसे हम कह सकते हैं, isn't it? So option D is the correct. This is the point which is not present. Is it there? No, it is correct option. I hope you want to say this, right? So power of lens point is not present on any of the axis. So this is the correct option. Option D. Let me just mark this also. Center of the curvature. Which is the position of object to get virtual and erect image through convex lens? So what shall be the position? Now, the position and the nature of images change according to the position which is kept. मतलब जहां पे object रहेगा उस position के accordingly उसकी images form होगी. Okay, so which is that point कि जिस position पे हम अगर ऑब्जेक्ट रखते हैं तो उसकी जो इमेज है वो वर्चुअल होगी एंड इट विल इरेक्ट। कॉन्वेक्स लेंस की बात कर रहे हैं हम। सो बिटवीन f1 एंड ऑप्टिकल सेंटर O, दिस इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन सी, बिटवीन f1 एंड ऑप्टिकल सेंटर। अगर इसके बीच में हम रखेंगे फॉर योर रेफरेंस, लेट मी जस्ट टेल यू, कॉन्वेक्स लेंस की अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं, सो दिस इज प्रिंसिपल फोकस f, दिस इज ऑप्टिकल सेंटर ओ। सो अगर यहाँ पे इस दौरान कहीं पे भी अगर हम ऑब्जेक्ट रखेंगे, सो इन दैट केस, या आई एम टेलिंग यू ना, सी दिस इज व्हाट वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट, इजंट इट? So then we'll get the image virtual and erect. So this is the correct point. Okay. So next one, the position of an object to get things done. Okay, just sorry. One thing. I think it's not convex here, isn't it? It should not be convex. It should be concave lens. It should be concave lens. Okay, so the प्लीज मेक द करेक्शन देयर, इट शुड बी कॉनकेव लेंस। कॉनकेव लेंस में ही हमें वर्चुअल इमेजेस मिलते हैं most of the times, right? I hope this satisfies your question, Jagannath Patil, isn't it? Next one. Okay, the position of an object to get image of the same size and inverted image through the convex lens. So what shall be the position of this? What shall be the position of this object? कहाँ पे रखना पड़ेगा हमें जिससे कि हमें एक inverted और same size image मिले? Which point is it? Is it 2f2 or f2? It is 2f1. It is f2 तो आंसर है ही नहीं ना हमारे पास, f2 आंसर तो है ही नहीं। So 2f1 is the point if we put object there, so we'll get a inverted image of same size, right? So 2f1, तो 2f1 क्या है? f1 क्या है? f1 is the focal length or the principal focus, isn't it? So उसका अगर हम twice करेंगे on the left side, so it would be 2f1. Okay, let me mark this 2f1. When an object is at infinity, a convex lens create a image of the object at this point. Which point? अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट इंफिनिटी पे रखा है, सो कॉन्वेक्स लेंस उस ऑब्जेक्ट का जो इमेज है वो कहां पे फॉर्म करेगा? at 2f2, sorry f2, sorry not 2f2, at f2. And what will be the nature of that image? इमेज का नेचर क्या होगा? point size image it would be, isn't it? It would be point size image. So यहाँ पे हमें ये ध्यान में रखना है कि जो उसका इमेज है वो फॉर्म होगा f2 पे, but it would be a point size image. So option C is correct here. Let's go to the next question. The shape of the image obtained through the concave lens is. So concave lens की मदद से जो भी हम images obtain करते हैं, so उसका shape and nature क्या होता है? Virtual and erect, virtual and inverted, real and inverted, real and erect. So I don't think any of the image formed by concave lens is real. So two options are gone, isn't it? So remaining options are A and B. So is it inverted or erect? It is erect. So option A is correct. Okay. So option A is correct. Let's go to the next question. The position of the image formed when object is placed anywhere except the infinity distance in front of the concave lenses is. So infinity के अलावा अगर हम कहीं पे भी ऑब्जेक्ट रख देते हैं, so what will be the what will be the position of image formed? कहाँ पे इमेज फॉर्म होगी? At f2, at 2f2, is it? C, between f1 and optical center? Between f1 and 2f1, is it? Read the question again. The position of the image formed when object is placed anywhere except the infinity distance in front of the concave lenses is. So students, option C is correct. The option that is between f1 and optical center. Okay, let's go further, go forward. In which of the following situation the negative distances is measured according to Cartesian sign? In the direction of incident ray, the distance is measured to the right of the optical center. The distance is perpendicular to the principal axis and below, and all of the above. So which distances are negative? Which distances are measured negative when we talk about lenses? So distances perpendicular to the प्रिंसिपल एक्सेस एंड बिलो. सो राइट ऑफ ऑप्टिकल सेंटर जो डिस्टेंसेस होते हैं स्टूडेंट्स वो पॉजिटिव होते हैं. आई होप यू नो दैट, इजंट इट? डिस्टेंसेस मेजर टू द राइट ऑफ ऑप्टिकल सेंटर आर पॉजिटिव in the direction of in the incident ray, so that doesn't make any sense, isn't it? And the third one is distances perpendicular to the principal axis and below. तो जो below रहते हैं principal axis के, these distances are negative. So हमें क्या पूछा है? नेगेटिव डिस्टेंसेस क्या है? सो ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट. Option C is correct. Then we have diopter is a unit of what? Diopter is a unit of magnification, power of lens, the focal length of concave lens, the focal length of convex lens. So it's a unit of power of lens. Diopter is a unit of power of lens. Great. Let me just take it. What is the formula for lens? What is the formula of lens? 1 by v plus 1 by u is equals to 1 by f, or 1 by v minus 1 by u is equals to 1 by f. Oh, is it 1 by v plus 1 by u, or is it 1 by v minus 1 by u? Which one is it? Is it plus or minus? Are you sure about it? Write down in the chat box, students. B is the correct option. It should be minus. It is not positive. 1 by v minus 1 by u is equals to 1 by f. So this is the correct formula. This one, B. Let me just zoom it. Which of the following is the formula for magnification? Very simple. First one, यहाँ पे लिखा ही है मैग्निफिकेशन के लिए m है तो v by u. Very simple question. Option A is correct. Sorry for these kind of extra dashes. Okay, this happens sometime. All right. So let's go further. The formula P is equals to P1 plus P2 is of dash dash. ये फॉर्मूला हम कब यूज करते हैं? P is equals to P1 plus P2 plus so on up to infinity. Power of lens, or is it combination of lens? जब हम lenses combine करते हैं तब उनकी पावर फाइंड आउट करने के लिए हम ये फॉर्मूला यूज करते हैं, isn't it? So option D is correct. Combination of lenses. This is 12th question, not the second question. There is a small hole of changing diameter at the center of the iris, which is called cornea, retina, crystalline lens, or pupil. What is it called? Pupil. Pupil कहा जाता है उसे, right? So option D is correct. Pupil. Very good. Everybody is giving answer. In release state of eyes, the focal length of healthy eyes is. So release stage में released state में focal length क्या होती है हमारे eyes की? 25 centimeters. I hope you know what is focal length. 25 centimeters, right? Okay. So 25 centimeters is the correct answer. Then let's discuss the next part. This part of eye contains light sensitive cells. So which part of eye contains light sensitive cells? Is it cornea, or it is a sclerotic coat, or it is retina, or it is crystalline lens? So light sensitive cells कहाँ पे होते हैं हमारे आई में? रेटिना पे होते हैं. ओके. सो रेटिना इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. जो लोग अभी 10th में है उनके लिए मैं इमेज भी दिखा देता हूँ ह्यूमन आई की, सो दैट दे कैन रिलेट विद द थिंग्स. ओके. So see students, as you can see, this is the retina. Okay, so this thing is retina. These are optic nerves. This is optic disc, and this is called something iris. Then we have a pupil here, isn't it? Pupil here, and then we have a lens. This outer side is called as cornea, and this something is called as sclerotic coat, and then we have choroid. Is it? So this is the yeah, this is the a construction of human eye, and we can see, we can't see actually here, but it is true that the color sensitive cells or light sensitive cells are on retina. Now, which of the following points is not related to myopia or nearsightedness? So nearsightedness यानी कि जो yeah, nearsightedness जो एक what we can say eye disease है, isn't it? So इसके reason क्या है, या फिर which of these following points is not related to myopia? So increases the curvature of cornea, the distance between crystalline lens and the retina increases, and the shape of the eyeball becomes elongated, or this defect can be corrected by using convex lens. So which of this is irrelevant to myopia or nearsightedness? So to give you hint, okay, D, option D is correct, that this disease is or this defect can be corrected by using a convex lens. So it is incorrect option actually, isn't it? So the lens that we use to correct this defect is concave lens, right? We use concave lens. So let me just show you that thing. See, this is nearsightedness or myopia, and we can clearly see here concave lens is used to repair this defect, isn't it? So convex lens नहीं, हमें concave lens use करना होता है. Then we have 17th one, a person who has both defects of myopia and hypometropia needs a lens. It should be a bifocal lens, or it should be a concave lens, or it should be a convex, or it should be biconvex lens. So which lens he needs or she needs? Bifocal lens. ठीक है, bifocal lens की जरूरत होती है. So that is being said. Now let me just tick the questions. And this answer is correct. This answer is correct. 18th question is, this device does not dash dash device does not contain use of convex lens. तो कौन सा ऐसा इंस्ट्रूमेंट है जिसमें कि कॉन्वेक्स सॉरी कॉन्केव लेंस यूज नहीं होती है? इज इट अ स्कैनर, इज इट अ कैलिडोस्कोप, और इट इज अ सीडी प्लेयर? सीडी प्लेयर में none of the above. Okay, somebody is saying CD player, somebody is saying a kaleidoscope, and somebody is saying none of the above. So guys, kaleidoscope is the device which I think does not use this concave lens, isn't it? So what does it use? ये क्या use करता है फिर? Anybody has any idea? Plane mirrors. To be precise, it uses plane mirrors, isn't it? Yeah, plane mirrors. Good. Uh, so which is that device which doesn't use concave lens? Obviously option B is correct. Kaleidoscope, it does not use it, isn't it? So CD player में अगर किसी ने नहीं देखा हो, so when you insert the CD and the CD goes inside the CD player box, so there is one lens, which is I think concave lens. Okay, so there is a use of that particular lens in the CD player. I don't know whether you have seen it or not. Okay, so this option is correct. Option B is correct anyway. Which of the following is made from mirror and lens? Simple microscope, refracting telescope, or reflecting telescope, compound telescope? Which telescope or which device is used by using mirror and lens? Which is that telescope? Refracting telescope. Students, refracting telescope is the device which is used by using mirror and lens. Okay. Now let me just mark it, refracting telescope, and then we have 20th question. A person with color blindness cannot distinguish between the following color: yellow and red and green and blue, or white and red. So which of the colors, like which colors are those? Oh, you're sure about green and blue? Are you sure? Arya is saying it's red and green, but you are saying green and blue. Okay, so if you don't have idea, the answer is red and green. A person with color blindness cannot distinguish between the color red and green. Okay, okay, everyone. Yeah, it actually differs person to person, but if we talk normally, so this is what happens. Okay, most of the people cannot distinguish between red and green colors. Is that okay? So I think that's it for today, students, and I'll see you in the next class. So now you are free to leave the class. You can leave the class. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye, everyone. Yeah, bye bye, everyone, and please leave the class. जब तक आप सब लोग क्लास लीव नहीं करोगे तब तक रिकॉर्डिंग बंद नहीं होगी. Okay, so bye bye, everyone. Good night. I got your bye bye. Okay, thank you. Welcome. Now leave the class. Avigna, Jay.